What's up YouTube, ODST General back again with some police simulator patrol officers, and today guys we're going to be doing another shift in the game here. I think we're going to do a day shift in Alcombe because I don't want to do an evening shift. I don't know why. I mean, the evening shifts are fine, but we're going to do a day shift. And yeah, we'll see how things go. So let's go ahead, throw our hat on, and get ready to hit the streets. So we'll go ahead and sprint out of here. So the developers have created a known issue section on their Discord, so that's good that they are addressing it. A lot of it's just saying basically right now what they're looking for to address these issues is as much feedback and information as possible, which is certainly understandable because, you know, this stuff can be difficult to track down. Okay, let's go ahead and pull out here. So we're just looking to issue parking tickets, I guess, for bonus points. Of course, we'll take calls as they pop up and stuff like that, too. So we'll probably swing right out of here because we're in the lane to turn right already.
There's a situation that needs taken care of. Anybody
okay, yeah, we can do that.
You updated your map with the potential area where the suspect can be found.
And see what that sign was for.
I'll start looking for the suspect.
So we've got Nally Gray, a Caucasian female, brown hair, white dress, and brown hot pants. What is today? Today is Monday, so we can't park here. Could be her right there. I know it says no parking, but this looks like it could be our suspect, so we're going to go ahead and turn our lights on and park there for a second. Oh, come on, talk to her.
Assistance required. Is an officer available?
Yeah, I don't have their pictures, so it's, I don't know if I can detain them.
This is Patrol 4431.
I
Taking
stopped
care
you
of the
because
robbery.
you match a description.
I was on my way to the police station to turn myself in.
Well, it looks like we
Your
got her
ID,
here.
please.
Just
Sure, officer.
based off that
Here you go.
response. Yep, Natalie Gray, that is our suspect. ID matches her face. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I mean, she admitted before I even took her ID that it was her. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to frisk her just to make sure she doesn't have anything. Actually, I mean, we can arrest her already because she matches our description. We're just going to frisk her real quick before we take her into... What happened? You were on the way to turn yourself in, lady. Should definitely have... Okay, that didn't hit, but that's fine. Supposedly there's a way to yell at the people, and I don't know how to do that. Okay, well, you're wanted anyways. You've got an open warrant.
I have to arrest you for having an open warrant.
And you ran.
Please don't do that.
Too late. So she probably had something illegal on her. So we're going to actually do a full search now. Oh yeah, she had a handgun, which she did not have a permit for.
To take a
So,
suspect into custody.
that's illegal. That's gonna
We're sending the
suck for her.
closest transport to your location.
Okay, well, we're gonna hang out with her. That was pretty easy one, pretty dead street, and yeah, we just got kind of lucky. Came around the corner and she was right there. Which actually, that was the first time. I haven't done too many of these find a wanted person ones, but that was the first time I actually had one without a picture. So that was a little bit challenging. I've had other ones with like inaccurate descriptions with pictures, so in some ways that might, like, it might have been easier. I just don't know. Like, I would be concerned if the combination of like the picture and the description was wrong. We just had the name.
I'm here to take your suspect into custody. Please do not resist. And
Okay.
come with me to the patrol.
Before we go back, oh, it says found you. Is that suggesting it's my first one? I've definitely done one of those before. Justifiably arrest a person with an open warrant on them.
Take care of a traffic stop.
Maybe because the last person I did not stop
I'm taking
on the
care of
warrant or
something
whatever,
else.
like they ran or had a weapon or something, so I think I arrested him on that, so. It's like super on the sidewalk. Okay. So I screwed up there. That was... I put for on the sidewalk. That I should have put this ticket instead. There we go. Plus 10.
I've got a car here that needs towing.
Yeah, that was
Can you send a record of my current location?
kind of a goofy mistake. I mean, really, I could have probably gone either way with that. Before we run back to my cruiser, we're going to leave it there for a second. We're going to issue a ticket to this truck over here as well, since we are getting bonus points for issuing tickets. Kind of sucks I got docked those CP points, but that really was on me for just not paying attention to the thing I was issuing tickets for, even though it's technically correct. It was on the sidewalk. Yeah, that was on
I've got
me.
a car here that needs towing. Can you send a record
Okay,
of my
just
current
cross real
location?
quick. We're just gonna check this car. It looks like it's got a 21 plates. No parking, Monday 8 a.m. to noon. Technically he's on the one side of the sign, but I think he's between the two signs, and it is Monday between 8 a.m. and noon. So we're gonna go ahead, ticket him, and tell him for street clearing to be able to get through. Yeah.
I've got a car here that needs towing.
So
Can you send a record of my
we'll get
current
him out of
location?
here, and we've got our emergency lights on. I think we're in a similar zone over here. This guy is too, and that's there. So he's between it along with us.
I've got a car here that needs towing.
Okay.
Can you send a record of my current location?
So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. And we've got another one parked in this street cleaning zone. So yeah, I mean we're gonna take advantage of the street cleaning zone. This whole street seems to be dedicated to street cleaning today. So we're gonna go ahead and get this car towed.
I've
I
got a
guess
car
maybe that's
here
why
that
that
needs
taxi
towing.
parked up on the
Can
sidewalk
you
is
send a
because they
record of
didn't
my
want to get
current
towed and they
location?
knew it was set for street cleaning. Look at this, all of our tow trucks, our army of tow trucks coming through for all these cars in the street cleaning zone. No wonder these guys can afford these like super fancy tow trucks that like actually lift the car off the ground. Okay. Yeah, I think you know why I'm
I stopped
stopping
you
you.
because I saw you jaywalking.
Maybe you don't. I don't know.
didn't endanger traffic though.
And that's true. Usually with jaywalking, I'll just give a warning if they like lie about it. I mean, she admitted it, but it would have been really stupid if she had.
Please show me your ID.
I'm just gonna check her ID, make sure everything there
Sure,
is good.
officer. Here you go.
Of course, we don't have background checks yet, so I'm not really expecting to find too much just off of her ID. If she tried to pay us, like, it could be a fake ID or something too, in which case I might arrest her. I don't think you can fine for a fake ID. I think you basically, ooh, green crumbs on the shirt. Okay, so I mean, technically that warrants a full search because she could, well, that's if they're driving under the influence. She's not driving. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna frisk her real quick because she does have the green crumbs on her shirt. I'm not super concerned about it. Yeah, she's just got some
This is
cigarettes,
Patrol
so I wasn't really worried
4561,
about it.
Taking care of the assault.
We're just gonna issue
I'm
a
not
verbal
going to give you a
warning.
ticket. Let's just leave it with a verbal warning.
Thank you, officer.
You know, especially in an area like this, it's a little bit
It's fine.
different. if there was like a crosswalk not too far away, like she's crossing between two crosswalks, but there isn't actually any crosswalks nearby here, so I can't really blame her for actually crossing between the streets like that over here. And she's right, there wasn't really much traffic. She wasn't really endangering anybody, so I'm just gonna issue her a warning. She shouldn't be doing that still, but again, there isn't anything around, so there's not really a good alternative.
Who's available?
I'm gonna just pull up here. We've got a whole bunch of parked cars that are meant to be parked here.
I'm on my way.
We'll go ahead and respond to that major accident too, but we're gonna just issue citations to these vehicles here on this side of the road at least. Oh, it's pretty far away
I've
too.
got a car here that needs towing. Can you send a record of my current location?
That's not a location that's easy to reach. It'll take some time, but we'll take care of it in the next 24 hours.
I've got a car here that needs towing. Can you send a record of my current location?
I'm not going to check the plates or anything else. These could have expired plates, or there could be something else going on with them, but I'm not too concerned about it. I'm just issuing them parking tickets and having them towed out.
That needs towing. Can you send a record?
And we're not going to worry about that taxi because we do have the accident to respond to. So we're going to go code 3. Okay, it's crossing on a red. Our guy just crossed on a red. Probably because I was coming through, though. I don't know. That might be because of me. Yeah, the whole crossing on the red thing is weird because there is traffic violations for running a red light, but I never know if that's an issue of the AI trying to run the red light or if it's just like a bug with traffic stops. I'm always a little bit nervous to actually stop cars running red lights. What was that? That was weird. Oh, and there's another one. It's like these guys are trying to door check me here. Oh, I actually missed my turn off. I want to dodge that car. The reverse is so slow. I think I can. Actually, even going forward, just the gear shifting in general is pretty slow on this car. Okay, he's gonna stop. Squeeze between these two guys. Okay, so somebody is injured. We'll get to them first. Get them an ambulance here.
I have an injured person requesting an ambulance.
And since I can't do anything for him, we're just going to check out, make sure nobody else was hit, and talk with everybody here, make sure everybody else is okay. Looks like we have one car, which may have been involved in the accident. They've got some scratching on the hood and they're out, but they might just be a witness. The damage isn't too bad to their vehicle. Ambulance is arriving, so let's go ahead and start talking to our witnesses.
This person turned. No turn signal. Nothing.
Okay, so they're blaming the person in the taxi. It looks like the taxi may have turned and hit the van. This guy's swaying a lot, though. I'm wondering if he might be drunk.
I don't think I'm badly injured.
So let's go ahead and check for his ID and insurance.
Stand up and walk with me to the ambulance.
I'm bugged out. For some reason there's a bug where sometimes it pans the camera inside the car when you ask for an ID. It's not a big bug, but it is a little bit obnoxious. So let's go ahead and get his ID here.
Proof of insurance, please.
Here you go, officer.
Okay, so he does not have insurance. He's got a gun permit. right now we're going to be just ticketing him, but I suspect he's intoxicated by how much he's swaying around, so we're going to go ahead and give him a DUI test, and then if he is... Oh yeah, I smell alcohol. There it is. If he is intoxicated, which, again, he appears to be, and I smell the alcohol on him, we're going to be arresting him, so we're going to search the vehicle. Oh yeah, that's way over the legal limit, so he's getting arrested already. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to just run a drug test to see if he's on any drugs or anything too. He's not, as far as we can tell. So we are going to do a full search. We are allowed to. We are justified since he was driving intoxicated. And since we will be arresting him, we are going to, for right now, we're going to actually just issue him a violation for not having valid insurance.
I have to give you
He's going to get a ticket for
because you
that.
don't have valid insurance.
So much money for such a small
Yep.
infraction.
And then we are going to go ahead and actually search his vehicle because he's got a gun permit, so he's allowed to own any, he's allowed to own a firearm, but he could still have weapons and stuff in here. So he's got a switchblade, which is illegal to own in the city of Brighton. There's no permits or anything for that, so even though he can own a firearm, he's not allowed to own that switchblade. He's got another switchblade. And yeah, there's a handgun back there. Again, he is allowed to own the handgun, but he is still getting arrested because he is intoxicated. I could get him on the illegal possession of the switchblade, but I would just prefer to get him on the DUI. I mean, to be honest, the switchblade I'm kind of mixed on as a weapon. Like, sometimes I use those as an excuse to arrest a person, but it's largely just because, like, at that point, somebody's run from the police and there's not an option for, like, impeding in police investigation or whatever. Like, you can't take people up on that. So we're gonna go ahead and call for a transport for him.
Suspect into custody.
Understood. We're sending the closest transport to your location.
So, yeah, he's going to jail right now already because of being drunk. I probably should have issued him a statement on the call or on the accident. I really need to just try and get in the thought process of actually issuing these traffic reports or the traffic accident reports to these people before I apprehend them. But of course, like when you go to arrest them, you want to just arrest them right away and make sure that they're like detained and they're not going to run off.
Nearby. I'll be at your location soon.
Okay, so she's claiming that she did use her turn signal. Contrary to what the other
ID and
guy was
if
saying.
available, proof of insurance, please.
Here you go, officer.
Now, again, the other guy was drunk, so it's hard to say. I mean, she did seem to hit him, though, so it could really be either way. So it's four-door. I mean, it's a taxi, so that is correct. 4WN346. Driver's license is valid. The insurance seems to be valid. Birthday and everything else matches. Picture matches her. So that all looks good there. Real quick, we're just going to try and find the plates. There it is, 4W9346. That's what I thought. I saw that on the ground, so I was pretty confident there. We are going to still run a alcohol test on her just to make sure. Again, I don't have any proof as to whether or not she actually signaled. The one guy's saying that she didn't. She's saying she did. I can't prove that. She did appear to have hit him, but he was also, like, super drunk. And, yeah. It would be kind of nice if there was, on occasion, other witnesses around. Because last time I tried to charge somebody where, the person admitted to not having used their turn signal and stuff like that. And I actually ticketed them for that. I got an unjustified ticket. But it's fine. So we're going to go ahead. We're actually just going to leave her be for now. We're going to move on to the other person. Because she's not intoxicated. Her insurance and everything's in order. So we're going to talk to her, see what she says.
My mind is blank.
Okay, well, got the ID bug there again, so we'll have to wait for the camera to pan back. Yeah, and again, you know, I could potentially frisk her, but I don't really have any reason to. It's just a minor car accident and everything,
Here you go,
so
officer.
since everything's in order, I'm not really worried about it. She passed her DUI test and stuff. She does not have insurance, but her ID matches her. It's still valid, and that all looks good, but obviously it is an issue that she doesn't have insurance. So we're going to
Your shift is over, officer.
run a DUI test, and we are going to run an alcohol test, or not an alcohol test, but drug test. I mean, we already ran the DUI test, alcohol test. Okay, so she's testing negative for drugs, so really it just seems to be the issue of not having valid insurance.
I'm
We are
issuing
going to
you a
ticket her for
because
that.
You don't have valid insurance.
Really? That's so much money.
Trust me, it's more money fixing it when the person doesn't have valid insurance or the insurance doesn't cover it. Not that I'm taking my issues in real life out on you from being hit not too long ago. But, so we're going to go ahead and just photograph everything here. Get all this evidence of these vehicles and stuff. Oh. And then we will issue these people the accident report. Again, you know, the one person doesn't have valid insurance. She might try to leave in her vehicle, which honestly she shouldn't be without the valid insurance. The cracks on the windshield, honestly with those cracks I'd probably just let her go alone, but it's the insurance I'm kind of mixed on. So we've actually completed the accident report, but I'm going to just go ahead and make sure everything is photographed anyways. Again, the damage to her vehicle is very minor. It looks like it might not have even been as part of the crash, to be honest with you. I mean, the windshields are cracked and everything, but like, yeah, for the most part, everything's fine. I had the hood pop up there for a second, it looked like.
Your shift is long over.
Yeah,
Return back to the precinct.
Okay.
Now.
Alright. So, we're going to go ahead,
This is your accident report.
give them the accident report,
This is an accurate report. Thank you.
and we are going to just let
You're
you
good to
go.
Drive safe and have a nice day.
Yeah, don't drive safe because you can't drive.
This is your accident report.
A well-documented and exhaustive report. Thank you, officer.
You're good to go. Drive safe and have a nice day.
Hopefully, okay, yeah, she's going to get back in her car.
I have a vehicle here that
I
needs towing.
shouldn't let her drive
record
because
my
she doesn't
current
have the
location,
insurance, but, you know, my shift's over.
I have a vehicle here that
No,
needs
I mean,
I need a record at my current location.
in all seriousness, the reason I'm not is because I don't really have a justified reason to stop her within the confines of the game.
Back to the precinct.
And so I just don't really know how I would go about handling that within the confines of the game. I just don't want to get dinged points for illegally stopping them. Unjustified tow truck call. How? I don't understand that. Like, see, that seems to be a bug right there. That person just went through on that red light. Again, I'm at the end of my shift, and two, I don't know if that's a bug. So there is definitely some issues here with the bugs in the game where you get dinged for justified stuff like those tow truck calls. Obviously, I was calling a tow truck because the car is wrecked and it's not driving, and the one vehicle, the guy got arrested, he's gone. You know, so he's
Shift is long over.
he's not in a position to drive back to anywhere. You know, he's gone to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. He's just gone. That they're not going, so I'm going to go ahead and turn. They technically had right away, but I'm not going to be too worried about it. And just turn in here real quick. Hopefully we don't get dinged. Last time I was driving through here, I hit some invisible thing on the ground and took some damage. we're just going to go ahead and take a quick sprint around our patrol car to make sure everything there looks good. It does. Go ahead and head on in and log out for the day. Yeah, so that really frustrates me, losing the points on the towing. I'm not really happy about that. I forget what the other thing we'd lost the points for was. The parking ticket. Oh yeah, the parking ticket. So the parking ticket was on me. Like, that's not such a big deal. That was a lot of points we lost. We made a lot of points though, so I mean, it's percentage based. We still made in net points because, especially because there's no partner compensation, we ended up making like double that in points almost anyways. So yeah, that's okay, but still I don't like that I did get dinged on that. That's the big issue right there. Stuff like that, unjustified tow truck call, that needs to be fixed. At any rate, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. That shift ends up basically working perfectly for the length of the video. We're at 26 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys all for the next one. Take it easy.